Hello and welcome back. Paul Richardson here, and in this screencast we'll be looking at maintenance documentation paperwork errors in Bristow. Maintaining continuing airworthiness records is a Part M requirement, specifically M.A.305. Part 145 documentation records must be accurate, as any errors could lead to unairworthy aircraft or a compromise of aircraft safety. There are set time limits for paperwork processing. Usually this is done as soon as possible, or an absolute maximum of 30 days after the maintenance action, so any delays in paperwork processing are very serious for us. Part 145 paperwork consists of many elements: tech log pages, logbook entries, hoist tech log pages, inspection worksheets and other documents like weight and balance sheets or deferred defect sheets, or even APU cycle counts. Each aircraft requires around 800 to 2,000 different elements of paperwork per year. The Technical Records Department is a Part M function and is tasked with collecting, checking, processing and storing this information. Documentation arrives at Tech Records daily from our bases, using the email system to scan the documents. This pathway allows Tech Records to carry out an initial assessment and quickly advise of any errors or omissions that they notice. The actual document pages are sent to Tech Records using a mail system twice a week. The submitted pages are vetted and any errors or omissions are formally addressed by the base chief engineer. Finally, records are stored in an archive for each aircraft's records. This chart shows the number of paperwork errors submitted to Tech Records annually by different bases. Initially, for 2016, the blue line shows two bases having around 77% of all errors between them. The red line shows 2017's figures. Significant improvements were made across all bases and an overall reduction of 33% compared to the previous year. Unfortunately, the green line shows the figures for 2018, where the error total is more than that for both 2016 and 2017 combined. An interesting fact is that bases A to E on this chart have double checking in place prior to sending their paperwork to Tech Records, which may explain their consistently low error counts. Now, looking at the highest base from the last graph, here are their base error types. Almost all their errors are of one type, the incorrect information in the maintenance manual revision box. This became an additional Part M requirement in early 2018 and is also the most common error in 2018 across all other bases. It is worth pointing out that the maintenance manual revision status box requires the name of the document as well as the revision being entered. Let us look at this in a little bit more detail. Here we see an S92A pro forma completed on the 2nd of March 2018. We've disidentified this example. Now we can see the correct revision for the aircraft maintenance manual on that date, revision 36. Finally, the submitted paperwork had revision 35 entered. This is a Part M non-compliance which must be corrected as soon as possible. Here is an example of another error in a page from a tech log. This is a test flight or ground run form. Looking closer at the detail, you can see yes circled, indicating another ground run is required, but no follow-up notes. Another issue with this form is that the aircraft registration is missing for some reason. Here is an example of a second signature missing from an independent inspection. Maybe there was an interruption in carrying this out, but the document does not explain this. Here is a ground run form requiring a deleted selection, which has not been carried out. Here's the same form again, which does show the deleted selection, but the form number itself has not been entered. This example shows the techlog page has not been signed by the pilot. There are new requirements in QID 113, which is the Part M manual, from January 2019 to instruct everyone to check techlog pages before the flight. A full list of checks is in that manual. Also, a pilot may request to see any recent SAP maintenance tasks carried out on his aircraft. Finally, as a reminder, when using task worksheets, safety critical tasks written at the top of the task indicate that an independent inspection must be raised for this task. That's all from me for this screencast, but the good news is it does look like 2019 is going to be a much better year with lower number of error counts. See you soon. Bye.